Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Rifkin's Craft Corner. How is everyone doing? No excuses. Kind of slept in a little by about 2 minutes. I'm gonna be doing clay today. I want to work on this little guy right here. Work on his face. And work on his tentacles. That's what I want to do. I'm trying to think what I do with all the black clay I have. The nose is a little sore. I'll be here. I'm here. I'm going to put it on off of my ears for just a second so I can talk. But I am right now looking for the black clay. But I'm here. I'm 100% here. Oh, marbles. Now I have to find the black clay. Is that black clay up there? Are you black clay? Black clay. Has to be in here. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to take this down. Black clay. Black clay. You need it. I got a toilet. I know. Oh, no. I'm making the tentacles today for the big one and for the small one. I'm doing black clay. Right now, I'm just getting to the black clay. Black clay is in that one. We had originally a mouse that was running around in here. It's not anymore. We think we killed it. I don't believe in killing things, but we had to kill it. It was the only way we could get to it. I mean, yeah, black clay has a big key right here. Right now, it's a key. No, you don't. So, I'm right here. I'm coming on. Good morning, Audie. I'm getting the black clay. I packed it in the tub right here. If you hear that little noise, there is black clay in there. I just got to get to it. I had to kind of pack all this up because we have people coming on the 23rd. So we'll be doing a lot of packing. Won't we, there?
Yes, dear, there's still some packing to do.
A lot lot of backing. Okay, we're getting closer to it. Yeah, I found your tungsten, honey. That dark black was a tungsten. Didn't have any decoration on it as far as I know. Oh, shut up. There we go. We're getting there. Yeah, I put away the black clay. That's one thing I did. I put it away because of the fact that we do have someone coming over on the 23rd. Now, see if I can find my black clay. Ooh. All my artwork, all my stuff is in these things. No, it didn't load right away. It should be in the stream. Jeff will say hi while I go to the toilet real quick. I have to go pee. Oh boy. I'm back. Sorry about that. Very sorry. I wish I knew what I did with my black clay. No.
What fell down there?
All that stuff up there.
Well then, would you like to go past and move it then?
Yeah.
Perhaps you should postpone starting.
I
We'll
always-
start again in half an hour.
No. I'll be fine. I just gotta remember where I put my black clay. These things fell.
Then perhaps you should ask me to wake you earlier.
It's fine. I'm trying to figure out what I did with my black clay.
I mean, I could have, but I assumed you were ready.
No, I wasn't ready. I just set it up, but wasn't 100% ready. Usually you wake me up about 30 minutes early so I can get ready. But that's okay. We will work around this, right? Right. What happened to my black clay? I thought it was in this box here. Okay, the reason why we did this was because there was mice around. Hey guys, when there was mice around, you have to protect things you own. Am I right there?
Mm-hmm.
You have to. Okay, no. Okay, there's nothing there. Ow! No. Where is my black clay? Okay. I usually keep my clay right where I can grab it. But this time, I didn't because I was trying to clean up the place. And long story short, it got misplaced. I know where my resin is. I know where my glitter is. So I might just go with resin today. But that means I have to change into a different outfit real quick. And that's not a lie. Right there?
Yes, dear.
So maybe I should just do resin. I was planning on doing black clay. But I guess resin is the best one to go for. Since I can get to it real quick. Yeah. Resin seems to be the one I can get closest to. I'll go up there. Okay. I'm sorry it's a little bit of a mess today. And my brain isn't functioning this morning. Well, my brain is not functioning. But okay. We will make it through. I can go there and we'll reorganize this later. Okay. We're gonna do resin. It's the one I'm closest to right now, and I can't find my clay at the moment. So we're going to work on resin. But if I'm going to work with resin, that means I cannot wear what I'm wearing. At all.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want that one and don't want that one. So, give me like 2 minutes, guys, while I go and get changed into something more for resin. And then let's have some fun resining. Woohoo! I love using these. That's what I use for my resin. I don't know what I did with my black clay. I had it here. Oh, wait. I know where my black clay is. I just remembered. It's definitely where I think it is. I found my black clay. Right here. Yep, I'm going to do my black clay. Yay. I told you. When my brain's not thinking, it's not thinking. Yeah. Still think I want to do a little bit of resin too because I want to finish a couple projects. But, yeah. We will go along with the idea of resin and finishing up black clay. Hun, can you look up how to soften black clay? And over the other thing over it. Now, I need to put my hair up real quick. We got it, guys. We found the black clay. We're ready to work. Now, other thing I need to do is figure out how to soften it. But we have this here to finish, and this one mold. That's fine. This can go right here. Yep. And this is also the ones I wanted to finish. So we have black clay, we have that, we have the resin, we have everything else. So let's go have fun. Might as well do some of those little puffy hearts. Get that one done too. I'll move these puffy hearts out of the way. I'm here! Yay! I'm moving the puffy hearts out of the way. And these are the ones I had. Move these puffy hearts out of the way. They're for picture taking anyways. Stop it. So I'm here, guys. I made it. Yay. I'll see if Jeff can go make me some coffee. That's the only way it's going to wake me completely up right there.
Quite possibly, do.
So, yeah. Puffy hearts. So I have a few things I want to do. Now, I'm going to tie this up. It's my hair. That way it's not coming in my way. And get my head covered. I wonder what I did with my head cover. So, how long did that take me, guys? Give me an answer. So I've been on for 18 minutes and looking for the clay and looking for everything. I'm ready now. So let's unmold this. This is a cute little penguin. And I'm hoping to make these later on into like little bracelets or something. Cute little penguin.
Morning.
Good morning. Little penguin bracelets or something. I have a few penguins that I can. What's going on? You do not do that. Like a little penguin bracelet going down and around. That's my thoughts on the penguins. I did make one that was for a lot of penguins. This is how this one turned out. We're going to do a pour over it to calm it down, and then we're going to put it back up. So we're going to do this one real quickly to put like a clear pour over it, and then it's done. And then we are going to do a clear pour over that and finish that off in resin. I want to do those resin ones while I'm thinking of it so it can get off of my mind. Okay. Yep. I'm here. I'm here. It was one of those mornings. One of those mornings where I'm not 100% here. But I'm here. Mm-hmm. It took me a little bit of time to find the black clay. I also want to look for... I'm wondering what oil to use to soften the clay, because I'm going to need to soften that clay. So we have these. And I think I will use these to use the resin and to measure, because it's going to go in here. And I want to measure 20 and up to 60. So let's do it. The 20 is, this is my Just Resin art resin. And I go to about 20 to do this. A little bit too much. About that much. It'll settle. Well, I could go up to 30 and then go up to 70. That's fine. Is a little more. That time it's up to 30. Exactly. And we'll put it up to 70. I think that's fine. That'll work, right? Right. One of these days, I want to do a resin pour over yarn again and make other designs. And it's over 70. So it's 30 over 70. That's what I have. And we will use these right here to pour into to do the clear pour. So let's do this. Let's have some fun. Like I said, it will be resin, but there will be clay. Clay is the big one. And I will be working on the cute little, it's not really cute. It's more of a monster. But I'm making a Displacer beast. So, how are you doing, Audie? In our new home, we will be, we will have everything in its place. It will not look like this. It'll look a lot more cleaner, a lot more better. But I'm in a place where, yeah, not that much room. I did buy a 10-drawer rolling organizer. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. see. Did I get it all cleaned and cleared? Yep. Okay. So this one right here is a clear resin pour. This right here is a clear resin pour. So what we're going to do first is, weather is indecisive. Oh, yeah. Well, weather here is, it's not too bad. It's cold. Been there, done that. I used to live in America, remember? Oh. I love when it's indecisive. Not, but hey, what can I say? So we have resin here. We're going to finish this one right here. I want to clear this up and make it look really cool. Isn't this pretty though? This one right here, pretty. I don't want too much, but I want enough. I guess I'll have to do it this way. Okay. I'm just finishing this one off. That way it looks much more professional. And then we'll pop the bubbles. We'll pop the bubbles, which will make it look much more professional. Make certain it looks clear. And all covered. Okay, that is as clear as can be. Now look at that. Isn't that going to be a gorgeous setup? Now what's amazing about this, oh, there's one right here. Hold on a second. There's a bubble. Now it should be perfect. Let's see. Just give me a minute, guys. I'm right now getting rid of a couple bubbles. Right in here. Right in here. Now, and we're going to just do a little more, just a little drip. We're not letting that happen. One more blow. And all the bubbles are gone. So we just got this one done right here. This is the one I was looking at to finish. This one's all done now. So be right back while I move it, because if I don't move it, yeah, long story short. Weird. Well, it looks like stuff fell out anyways. Okay, that's done. Okay. So we just did that clear coat. Now we have this one to work on. Okay, be right back. Let me put this away because it was just basically trying to get cleaned up on the bottom part. So let's see if this will work. Okay, that's all fixed. And then I still have a little bit more resin to do, and then I'm done on that, which is amazing. Okay. That's all done. Yay. I think I did 2 other ones. I don't know. But that one is all done. Then we have only one more thing to do on that. And take that out there and it's done. So we have this one to do, which I will use this to prevent it from being every which way. Yeah, this one. We can choose different colors we want on it, whatever, but it's going on this one right here. As you can tell, I have these little guys I need to fill out. So, might as well finish what I started a while back. As you can tell, I worked on these. I'm not doing it on the top, so I'm only going to do it right here, 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 and there. So, we will take these. We'll take probably glow-in-the-darks. And 3 different glow-in-the-darks, I think, will work just fine to finish these off. What do you think? Yeah. So, we have this one right here. Enough to cover that up. And let's go with a green glow-in-the-dark. And then we'll work on the Displacer beast. But first things first, I wanted to finish off some of these resin pieces. And I think that makes sense, doesn't it? So, let's work on the resin piece. So first things first, we are going to do a green color. glow in the dark. Okay. And we'll put this back on. And we will use this for the stirring. It's going to have green color in the background. Reason why I decided green color is because it's green color glow in the dark. So I want to do like glow in the dark series. And pop, bubble, pop. Okay. And right here, we have a little dragon. Well, I thought green color glow in the dark will work great with a dragon. Okay, not a problem. So there's green there's green glow in the dark right up there. Reason why I chose green for this is because after all, it's a dragon. I think it looks kind of cool. But we'll see. Then we'll be working on the Displacer beast. But I just wanted to finish up this, some of the puffy hearts. I just want to get most of these out of the way so I don't have this on my desk. So that's why I'm doing this. But this is a green glow in the dark dragon. So let me get some wet wipes. And we will do the next one. I want to do the thank you in blue, and there's for you and then there's for you. So one says thank you, one says for you, and the other says thank you. So these are inspirational ones. So I'm going to do that in pink and blue. So I'll do these two colors, pink and blue. Glow in the dark, of course. There's the one for pink. There's the one for blue. Okay. So we have a little thing to stir with. So I have the thank you and for you. So there's the dragon right there. That's going to be the thank you and the thank you. So I'm going to do the two thank yous. And I'll deal with the for you soon. So let's do that. There's the green. Let's go with pink. Well, we could add a little bit of pink glitter in the back of it. And that would work. And this pink. Nope, that's not pink enough. This pink. Yeah. Well, actually, I'll use something else to help get it out. Got it. So we're going to do pink. I'm going to add some pink glitter. So that's going to be pink. So that's going to be nice and cleany pink. Glow in the dark. Pink glow in the dark. I always close them back up with the tops that's on them so they don't spill. I got some pink glitter, pink glow in the dark on me, which is fine. We will take this and we will put pink glow in the dark right here. Both of them are pink glow in the dark. One is glitter and the other is one is not. So that's pink glow in the dark. Both are pink glow in the darks. Just so you know. And then so this has the pink glow in the dark glitter and it has pink glow in the dark itself. So this is going to go in one of the thank yous. I'm thinking this one. Why not? Thank you. And it empties out real nice. There's a pink glow in the dark glitter and pink glow in the dark. So we'll take this. I am looking forward to working with clay, and I found my black clay. Yay. I have a little bit of stuff I need to work on the clay. But yeah, it's black clay. And I kind of want to work on the smaller one of the Displacer Beast. I haven't even put the eyes on it or anything yet. So yeah, I want to do that. And I usually wipe up. I never leave resin laying around. So that's the one right there. Okay, now there's pink. Now this one will have the blue glow in the dark. Blue and this blue. So we'll work on blue glow in the dark. Ow. Because I will work with the Displacer Beast next. Oh, there it is. I was like, where did I put it? Okay. We'll put about that much blue. blue, green, pink. Can't go wrong. Never did know why they put this in. I think it's to keep it from ever spilling. So as you can tell, I'm doing glow-in-the-dark blue, glitter and glow-in-the-dark blue. There. So next thing to do is this right here, and we stir it and make certain it gets in deep, 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 deep into the resin. Because I always mix my resin. My resin's all mixed. What I mean is I'm now mixing in the color, mixing in the glitters, popping the bubbles as I go. Now this one is a thank you. Right up here it says thank you. I don't know what's in there. Don't know what that is. But we don't want that there. And there we go. Chunky glitter going in. And then we'll just use some of this chunky glitter, and we'll add a little bit of pink glitter and yellow glitters. I think that would be kind of cool. Just plain glitters for the next one. So they're not plain, they're glow in the dark, but you know what I mean. So we will take the pink, we will take the blue, and we will take the yellow. Too bad there's no green glitters, but you get what you have. So this one has blue in it. This one I'm just going to lightly pour enough in. That's pretty cool. This one I will lightly pour a little in. This is all glow in the dark, by the way. And this one is a yellow glow in the dark glitter. And I'll put some yellow in. Now, it's going to be all different colors. It's going to be so pretty. And this one was the blue. Don't know what happened to the pink one that was originally with it, but hey, I'm not upset. No. So we are doing just glitters. We're not doing any specialty stuff. It's just glitters and resin. And it's going to go into the For You. But they all are glow in the dark. This is my glow in the dark box, so I know they're all glow in the dark. I just had you right here. So we'll use this to do the mixing of all these glitters together. We want it to be mixed really well because it's going to be glow in the dark confetti. What do you think? Glow in the dark confetti? I think it's a pretty brilliant idea. Glow in the dark confetti. Let's see how it turns out. This is the for you. Glow-in-the-dark confetti. Woohoo! We did it. Now, we still have some more resin. I can finish up this resin in another one with the glow-in-the-dark confetti already in. I don't need as much, and I can add like a little bit of a purple glow-in-the-dark. I think that will work. And we will probably do the last one in a purple glow-in-the-dark with some glow-in-the-dark confetti that's already in it. That's called not wasting the resin, and that's called not wasting the other part. So, glow-in-the-dark confetti. So we can just put it right about here, and it won't fall off. But yeah, glow-in-the-dark confetti. I might add a little bit into that one because it needs it. So we'll do that, I think. Just a tad of it. But I'm right now looking for that blue little thingy to mix it. And we'll add to the green because it didn't have enough green to it. So we'll add just a hint of green. This glow-in-the-dark confetti. Just adds a little bit of pizzazz. So we got glow-in-the-dark confetti. If we can aim this glow-in-the-dark confetti downward to there. Move it everywhere else so it's glow-in-the-dark confetti in here and there. That would look good, I think. I think that's not a bad idea. And then we'll do a purple glow-in-the-dark thing. And into that and finish that one off. That's what I think. And that's just a one scoop of purple. 1 scoop of purple. And that will look really good, I think. Yeah. That's all glow-in-the-dark confetti, by the way. So we just did a glow-in-the-dark confetti right in there. We're right now mixing the purple with a mix of colors of glow-in-the-dark confetti to give it a uniqueness. And then we will pour this over this little guy right here. And when I'm done with this, it'll have a black form in the back. So I'll have like a little bit of black to it, to the back end of it. to test that out, that theory out that I have going. And that's the glow-in-the-dark confetti look. Let's see how that all turns out in the long run. So I'll be right back. Let me put this away. And then we're going to go and do clay. Now on clay, I cannot use gloves. It just doesn't soften. I need to pop bubbles. Okay, first I need to pop the bubbles and then I will have everything done on that. So don't worry, it's all going to be taken care of. Like that. Awesome. Yeah. Move it down just a tad. Just so thing. That way. Okay, that's done. Resin is done for today. So we're done with the resin. Now for clay. Yay! I love clay. I didn't take too long with the resin, and I had a few things I had to do. So I think that worked out really well. Well, in the dark confetti and all types of things with resin. You can do a lot of things with resin. So that can go there for right now. That can go right there for right now. These can go right here because I never used them. And I'll be right back. Okay, yeah. Jeff, can you see what can soften black clay, please?
Water.
No, water doesn't work.
Why not?
It doesn't work.
Is it really clay? What is it?
It is clay. It's polymer clay.
Polymer clay. You want to soften polymer clay.
Yeah.
See, that's not real clay.
It is, but it's not.
Use a commercial clay softener.
I don't have one.
Chop up the clay to tiny bits and warm them in your hand. Soak the clay in warm water for 10 to 15 minutes.
That didn't work.
Use body heat by pressing and flattening the clay between your palms. Or place the clay on a warm surface such as one warmed by sunlight or mildly heated craft mat. Those are your options.
Okay, let's see what we can do. We'll deal with that later. What about castor oil? Never mind. Let's look up if castor oil can soften clay. Okay, they said just adding a little bit of oil. I will tell you that this clay, well, this is already cooked on, as you can tell. Where's my wire? So that's cooked on. Found my clay, by the way, guys. So I did find my clay. This is the clay I was talking about. So found my clay. It needs to be softened. That's why I was looking to see a way of softening the clay. Because the clay was pretty hard last time. And I was using my hands to soften it. And it didn't really soften that well. So we are going to cut it right here. This is my cutter. And I'm going to cut it very gently, going down. Wow. You're not cutting the way I want you to cut. You're cutting too far away from me. Okay. We have cut off clay. We are going to soften this clay. I'm going to soften it a different way. I'm going to use oil. And I'm going to use this top because I don't want anything ruined on my clay. So as you can tell, there's the clay. Break it off into pieces. It didn't work the last time, so I'm thinking a little bit of castor oil will help. Really don't want this on the top. Maybe this one. Yeah, I think this would work better for working with the clay. It doesn't ruin anybody's stuff and it's on something. Okay, we're going to take a little bit of castor oil because we have a little bit of oil. And we're going to rub it on there. I'm right now working on softening the clay because after all, the clay needs to be softened, right? Now, let's see if that softens the clay a little bit. Oh, that feels a little bit softer. Yeah, that feels a little softer. Add this oil a little bit to it. So we're going to soften this clay. So I'm going to go little by little and use my fingers to soften it. But I'm adding a little bit of oil just to soften it even more. Yeah, it messes up my hands, but it's clay. So we are going to break up the clay. We need to break up this clay. And it needs to be softened. One thing about Sculpey Primo, this is very, very tough to soften. I'm not sure if castor oil is the right one to use, or if I should just use jojoba oil, because jojoba oil is a natural oil too. But I want it to stick. And right now we are going to be working on a piece of the I want to work on the face a little bit because I messed up on the face on my small one. I mean, I got a lot done on that one right there. I just got to do, this is the one I'm working on right here. See that little guy right there? That is a displacer beast. How you can tell it's a displacer beast? Number one, turn it. You tell me. Has 6 legs, 6 claws. So we wanted it to, yeah, that's working better. It's feeling a lot softer. And that's what I'm after, is it needs to be softened. If it's not soft, it's not easy to maneuver. Now I added a little bit of castor oil to soften it. And castor oil works. I think jojoba oil probably would work a lot better, which I don't know where my jojoba oil is. But as you can tell, it's nice and easy to move around now. I don't have any of those other things that everyone else has. Like, I don't have a, yeah, that's nice and softened. I like when it's softened because it's easy to move around and work around and bring together and all that. But it was not softening originally the way I wanted it to soften. So I was like, wait a minute, it's not working the way I want it to work. So we are going to do it this way.
No, it's granted isn't as big, but really doesn't want the trucks to be able to run free at all. He wants to confine them to the wheel thing plus the little run. Because she's worried about them going over to the neighbours if we set them free. And
so as you can tell, nice and soft. Now let's work on.
The one we've been building is bigger, of course. Yeah, well, I couldn't get out once it's finished. No.
And we are going to fix the head. So we're now going to use the clay. And we're going to reposition the head. So, yeah, we're going to do that. And I love the fact that I got it as nicely what's the word? Not weathered, but nicely.
Next project, you might want to consider what's happening underneath your air conditioner leaks. And yes, the laundry. Yeah. I'm really worried about the wall that the air conditioner is on. Yeah. Well, I had it down a couple of times and tried to leak lately.
And as you can tell, it's moving much better. Much better. Now I can work it to work the way I want it to. Nice and okay. Now that we've fixed it a little bit to look more presentable, because I used castor oil to soften my clay.
You know why? It's always the same temperature inside. Always. Because it takes so long to heat up.
So the first thing I want to do
It gets to a point where it just sits on 25 degrees inside.
is cut this right here.
It's expensive to build in the first place.
Do it into a little bit of a round thing here.
Well, made out of 3-foot thick concrete, it'll probably
Take that right
hold up
there.
for a long time. And number two, you'll never have any heat.
Flatten it. And look where the mouth is, like right around here is where the mouth is. And you kind of want to push it in because you want this mouth flap to come out a little bit. So you know you are dealing with a displacer beast. And you saw that flap right there. There's a flap there. Before there wasn't a flap, and that's what I'm aiming for. Is I want that flap to be there. Same situation here. You want a flap there. So I'm right now working on the flap of the mouth. And we will have the flap right here. I'm trying to make certain it looks like a flap. So the flap of skin, because on the very bottom of it is the mouth. I want it really nice and elongated, but like right in here. And then I want to push it in like this, where this part right here, and then where's my other thing I was using? This thing right here. I use this sometimes. It's my resin thing, but I use it sometimes to bring in the mouthpiece. So this part right here is the mouth. And it goes right in here. A little bit too much. So you need to cut off a little bit of it. Get all the hair out of there. And then you bring it to here. Nope. It needs to be rolled around a little bit. Because you want it to be under like Jeff says, trust the process. And I say trust the process. It may not make sense right now, but you want to have it kind of there because I'm going to be putting teeth on it. So yeah, and then there's this little part right in there to have that little hole. You want to make certain this flap goes over it a little bit. So I need to put a small flap on it, just a little one. So give me a minute while I get it out from under my nails. So we want to get the flap out a little bit more. So I just got the flap. So we're gonna add a little bit more of a flap to this little creature. Yeah, that looks about right. Now, we want to bring this up like this a little bit into there. And this up in here to there. To look like a dog, not a dog, but a big cat. We want it to snarl. We want the eyes to go right in here. We want to bring it out a little bit like that, just a little bit. Okay, so as you can see, I finally got the open mouth. The mouth is opened. So we have the mouth open. It'll have teeth. When I make them. and there. And I'm going to be adding a little bit more clay to the mouth on the bottom part. So we want to kind of add a little more clay to the bottom part of the mouth. I want it to look like a big cat's mouth. I know the Displacer beast is not technically a cat, but it kind of reminds me of a panther. That's what it reminds me of. So here's what I've done so far. You can see more of the cat look to it. It has more of a Displacer beast look to it. When I get the teeth up, it'll look even better. But right now, it doesn't have the teeth. I'm not sure if I'm going to add a tongue to it or not. But it's supposed to be a Displacer beast. And we want it snarling. It needs to look snarly. And the nose needs to be lifted up a little bit. And look really angry. As you can tell, I finally got it snarling. I think it's looking good. And this part is for the wing, well, for the other part of it. But I wanted to make certain that the facial looks like the big cat. So at the moment, I'm cutting it in half. I'm doing what you call a little round bit right here, because you have to do a little round bit. So I'm doing the little Displacer beast at the moment. You flatten it with your finger like this. Then you put it over the cheek area right there. And then you blend it in. Same situation on this side. You have to add a little bit of a cheeky area. I know it just brings it out a little bit more of the big cat look. Yeah, that brings out the cheeky area. I love that. Can't wait to make the teeth for this little guy. So that's the cheeky area. I think this side looks better than this side. So this side I want to work a little bit more on. And yeah, you have to bring out the cheeky area of the big cat. So this area right in here has a little bit right in that area. Yeah, that looks much more reasonable. And then you want it to bring out the snarl. So you have to bring out the snarl into the thing, because after all, we have a big cat that's, well, it's not really a big cat. Displacer base kind of reminds me of big cats when they're snarling. So, and that's what they use is big cats most of the time for the idea of a displacer beast, because they kind of say it's a panther like or it's a big cat like. So I'm going to fix it in this area right here, because I'm trying to make the head bigger and more thicker, and oh, that looks much better. Yeah, that looks more realistic. And then there's that little eye right in there. Right in here. Just trust the process. It takes time to get things to look just right and it has to be equal on both sides. It can't just be one-sided. So I'm trying to fix it so it's equal on both sides. As you can tell, there's the look, and it's not looking right on this side, so I'm right now fixing it on this side a little bit so it looks a little bit more equal. So right now I'm fixing the eye. And it's out a little, so I might have to do a little bit out here. This is a small displacer beast at the moment.
But when it grows up, it'll be terrifying.
It's not cute. It's still terrifying. They're cute until they grow in the tentacles.
This one's growing in tentacles. And as you can tell, it has a little bit of a flap. Kind of want that flap out here. Yep. And then this flap right here. That flap right here. And it's brought down just a tad. So it looks. I think I did well on the nose. Mouth is to be. Mouth, I think, needs to be more. Now this will have canines coming out of it. And I think the face looks proportional to the body now. Kinds of reminds me of Batman, believe it or not, for some odd reason. So this is what I've gotten so far. I think I'm doing pretty good on it. I haven't put the teeth on it yet, so it doesn't look like a Displacer beast yet. But yeah, we want the mouth to be out a little bit more. So we're gonna do something about that. Right in here. I apologize if it doesn't look right. It's basically trying to get the look of the Displacer beast It's just not on that other side, and it's driving me nuts. It's not on the other side. And that's okay, Audie. I understand. I'm just working on the displacer piece now. I think might have finally finished that part. Oh, Marcos, this is peeving me off. When something doesn't look right to you, you go with what you're looking at it, and you're looking at it, and you're like, what did I do wrong here? So I'm going to redo the face a little bit and go with what I have. Okay. It needs to be very realistic. Well, not realistic. It's not a realistic animal, but you're not beating me. You are not beating me. We will reorganize this face. Okay, we have that part right there. It needs to be a little bit bigger of a face. So we're going to redo the nose and the face. That's what I was trying to do. But it looked like it didn't come out the way I wanted it to. So we're going to reorganize the face. We're going to reorganize everything. So I'm going to, right now, flatten this out because it needs to be flattened. And I'm going to fix it over here. Let it build up. And then do the same on this side. And then we will work on the face. Not that much? Good. We want it to be about that, like that high. So we can finally get it the way we want it. Okay, so we got the Displacer Beast. It was looking good, but the thing is, the nose didn't look good. It had to be a little bit bigger of a face. So the nose. So we are going to do the nose to about there. Bring it out like that. Bring it like that. And set it up here. Now we're getting somewhere. Trying to get the nose just right is like trying to get it to flatten it. We're trying to get it to snarl. And it has to look like it's snarling. It's not doing what I want it. The nose is not right. Now it's time to work again to soften the clay because the clay is not soft. It's a little bit, yeah. A little bit goes a long way. Glad I put castor oil down here because it's still an oil base.
Okay, well, I was busy doing something else, but apparently Oddie had to go.
What?
The power's off where I am, so I'm going to have to go. I'm sorry. That's what she said.
It's okay, Audie. I understand. Yeah, trying to bring the Displacer piece to look pretty much like the I finally got the flaps to look right and the face, flaps on the face to go right now. It has to look right. If it doesn't look right, I usually take it apart and then try again. I'm not one that gives up. It's just it needs to look like a cat's nose. So as you can tell right here, I finally got the nose to look right. And that was driving me nuts. It has a flap right here. It has a flap right here. Very little of a flap, so I need to make it a little bit bigger on the flap. But it has a flap right there. So we will get this done. The flap has to be just a bit more rounded right in that area, right in there. Because it needs to pull out like, kind of like that. There. To bring it like a kitty cat, you have to have the flaps on the mouth. And cats do have that flap. This one turned out really good. It was just basically this side that's just, I'm going to be mean to you today. So we're trying to get the flap of the mouth out a little bit. So when we put the mouth in, it'll look like a mouth and not just, you know. At the moment, it looks like ears, but it's not. It's supposed to be, I haven't even made the cat ears yet. When I do the ears, it'll really come out, but right now I'm just trying to make the snarl. But that's what I got so far. I got so far that much. I think it's going pretty good. Once it has its eyes, it's going to blow people's minds away. But right now, it's like, I'm not going to be nice to you. I'm not going to make it look good. So I always take another piece of clay. Right here is some castor oil. I'm using it as my thing to soften it, because you have to soften the clay, and my word, clay can be a pain in the bum if it doesn't want to soften. I'm doing the tiny Displacer Beast at the moment. And I mean tiny, because it is tiny. I was going to do the big one, but the face just doesn't look right, so I'm going to have to redo the whole thing on the big one. I mean the whole thing. Now we're going to work on the mouth. So we just finished the flaps. Those are the flaps right there. We want the mouth to go from here up to there. That's what we want. So right now I am going to do what I can to bring the mouth to look good. And it needs to be thick, because after all, we know how big the big cats' mouths are. About that thick, because it's a mouth. Oh my word, is that so much better. Okay. Yeah. We got it, guys. We finally got the big cat's mouth. We want it to hold it in place. Definitely we'll probably have to bring it out a little bit. And the head out a little bit. But there's the mouth right there. That's where the mouth and the teeth will go right down like that. So it needs to be able to close and open, which it does. Doesn't look much right now. It looks like, I don't know, an old granny. It should look like it's growling. So I'm thinking this needs to be pushed in just a tad bit more. With a roll. And then we'll fix it to look like he's growling. Then you want to bring a little bit of a fierceness to the nose. So far this is what I got. It's still a lot to do. You want it to look pretty good. I haven't put the eyes in yet, so the eyes are not in it yet. But so far the Displacer Beast is sort of turning out the way I want it to. Sort of. But it looks kind of distorted in my book. I'm trying to fix the top part to kind of look like what I want it to. Might have to study more on the dog, not dog, but the cat, big cat's face. I definitely know they have flaps. And I know that that can actually close, so that's a good sign. But the thing is how to get the Displacer Beast nose right. Because the nose is not exactly the way I want it. Yeah, that's sort of what I'm after. Sort of. Let's see if that looks better. Still a little distorted. Is the face too big for it? Again, take it off until you get it just right, and I have to do it just right. It was too tiny before, and it's too big now. Has that ever happened to you where something's just too big, too small, too big, too small, and you want it to look just right? So you're trying to get the flaps of the head and everything in just right. Okay, let me study this. It's frustrating when you don't know exactly how you want it to look. I want it to look snarling. That's my goal. It has to look snarling. I got the nose, I got the feet right, I got the tail right, but oh, Murgles, his face is driving me nuts. Okay, we'll try this again. Keep trying. Who says working with the clay is always easy? Trust the process. If something doesn't look right, try again, right? Would you agree, honey?
Trust the process.
Yeah, trust the process. If something doesn't look right, try again. Okay, so we're going to cut this little piece right here off with this little thing right here, since I don't have a cutter at the moment. We're going to make the flaps. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make the flaps of the skin because it needs to be there. If I do it just right, it'll look right, but at the moment, it's like, Okay, we got the flaps on of the skin on. Okay, so this is the main goal right here. Trying to bring the flap of the skin out. That's what I'm working on at the moment. Then I'll fix the nose to be a little bit bigger. Not too big. I don't want it to look ridiculous. So the flap of the skin on. So I'm trying to visualize how high up I need to make the flap of the skin look right. I don't want it to look like ears. That's all I'm trying to say is I don't want it to look like ears. I want it to look like it's part of the skin of the, there's the flap right there. There's the flap right there. As you can tell, there's the flap of the skin. Now we are going to redo the nose. And now it looks kind of like, what was that? What is that one on Star Wars?
Oh, Darth Vader.
Yeah, it looks like Darth Vader. Cat. It looks like Darth Vader. Oh, that's funny. It's actually supposed to be the flap of the skin. Now, to make it look like it has that nose, you know, the cat nose, you need to put a little nose on it and then build up on that. So we got the flap of the skin. Now we have somewhat of a nose. And you want the nose to be kind of, now it's looking almost like a cat's nose. So we're finally getting the cat nose now, if you can see it. Sorry. I'm seeing it from here. It's still a little bit too pointy. Because we want it to look kind of like a cat's nose. That's what we're after. Let's see if that looks better. I'm trying to get an idea if I got it right. Now it's starting to look like a dog, not a cat. So the nose should be up a little bit like this, just a little, and flattened. Now let's see. Getting there. It's actually getting there to look like a cat's nose. And then we aim it outward. And then we work it out like that. And then you go in and out like this. And out like that, I think. In and then out like that. It's getting there. Getting there. I'm getting there. So we're getting there. And then I have to make the mouth. That was fun. Taking it apart, putting it together, taking it apart, putting it together, but you want it to look exactly what you envisioned it to look like. It can't look like, oh, it's half done or half baked, if that makes sense. You want it to look like a displacer piece. So I'm going to check, see if this is about the right size. For the displacer piece mouth. See, that's going to bug me until I get it right. But it is sort of looking like a lion or a tiger of some sort.
Takes time. Huh? It's very precise work.
And then, like I said, I am trying to make it look like a cat's nose and not a dog's nose. Because right now it looks, I don't know what it looks like. It doesn't really look like a cat. But then I think it's because I don't have the fangs in front of it. So this part goes down here just to organize it a little bit. Checking the width, the size. It has to look like a cat. If I could just make it look like a cat. Okay, I need to put a small bit of stuff right here. I'm trying to make a displacer piece, guys, and I'm looking at it over and over and over again. I have taken this apart 3 times, I think. 3 times. Because I didn't like how it looked. I found out how to soften clay, which is awesome. So, no, right here. Yeah, right in here. We want it to hold this snarl look to it. Has to be snarling. want it to really snarl. At the moment, just trust the process. It will turn out the way I want it to turn out. It just takes a little bit of time. As you can tell, it's taken a little bit of time because of the fact that I'm right now trying to make this thing snarl and it's not coming out the way I want it. And then this side goes up and then indent right in here. So you want it to kind of fix it this way and then fix it this way so you can keep the snarl going. And you want it to look like the big cat. Because lots of times when I looked at Displacer beasts, they used like a panther-like animal. It's still a monster because it has 6 legs. But yeah, I'm still working on it. Let's see. It's getting there because I finally think if I fix the nose to look like the big cats, it would look good. And that's the big key right here is you want it to look like a big cat. Now this part right here is the mouth right here. Right here will be where the fangs go. I can visualize it. It just doesn't. It's not exactly coming out the way I want it to. But at least one part of it is starting to come out. And I want this thing to be snarling, like really snarling. And how you do that is you aim the thing like this and you make it look like it's really angry. Not easy, I'll tell you that now. So let me see. A little bit better. I think once I get the canines on it, it'll look much better. And I think once I add the eyes, it'll bring it better. So, I mean, this part looks okay. I kind of need to look at a ugh. My hands are like totally sticky, by the way. So that's better. Now I'm going to go see a picture of a Displacer beast real quick. Let's see what I did wrong. Images, just to give me an idea. Okay, so yeah, the nose need to be down a little bit more. That's more like it. And the flaps don't need to be as much. That's good. That gives me an idea. And the teeth will really help it out when it's done. Okay, so the lips go in out like this. And in the section right here, it needs to go out a little bit like that. Much better. Much, much better. And the mouth goes down just a tad. Okay, I got most of it right. That's good. And the nose needs to be out and up. Out and up. Okay. I was right in my thinking of the nose. And then this part right here goes like this for the Displacer beast. It will be ferocious looking, but right now it looks like a kitty. So I think I got that part done right. I was just looking at a picture to help me see what I did wrong. That looks much more realistic on the mouth. That's what was going on, is I couldn't figure out what I did with the mouth. Now that I got the mouth under control, now I can work on the snarl. So yeah, and then you have to make certain that comes up like that. And then you use your tool to fix it to look right. And you use your tool to bring it out. Just so it's just right. And this part right here. A little bit closer in. Yeah, that's more like it. And then bring this down like this a little bit. Okay, I think we got the Displacer Beast nose just right. Yeah. So now we gotta just lift it up a little bit like that. Lift this side up a little bit like that. And bring out the rest of it before you do the snarling. Because you want that snarl to really show up. So we got that part done. And then this part goes like that. Okay. We got the face. We had the mouth open. And it actually looks like a big cat's mouth. That's good news. I just had to look up how they did the Displacer Beast mouth. So right here, and then you want to kind of cover up that little special area right there. Now, let's get it snarling. So I'm going to use a different thing to do the snarling because I want it to really look snarling. So one way you do the snarling is you bring it down like this, like this, like this. So that brings in the snarling look. Then you take this right here. And you do this part right here. Okay. Now you want to kind of fix it so it looks somewhat reasonable. Okay, we got the nose of the Displacer Beast already fixed. Now we got this nose of the Displacer Beast fixed. We got the mouth fixed. It looks pretty much like a big cat's mouth. Took me a bit there because I was going to take it apart and then repeat it until I got it just right. And I got it right now. Just perfect. The mouth, perfect. Now, I will have to place teeth on it. And I'll have to look at how many teeth they use. But yeah, there's teeth on it. Now, one thing about the Displacer Beast, because it took me a while to get the mouth to look right. It took me a while. Now, we just got the snarling face. It will be snarling. So, next one to do is the Displacer Beast tentacles. So first things first, there's that little guy right there. We need to make it pretty big to its proportions. I think I did really well. And the ears have to be flapped downwards. And we already know where the Displacer Beast tentacles goes up and over like that. It does look pretty good. Oh, that's what I'm missing. It needs a crinkle right here. That's what's missing. Yeah, that's what was missing. Okay. I got it. Yay. And then you had to fix the ears. Now the Displacer Beast's ears are down because it's right now snarling. It's in a mean tone. So you want to bring the Displacer Beast ears downward. Now I'm looking at the picture to help me figure out where to put because the eyes go really close in. Oh, I actually did definitely make it snarl. Yay! I was hoping to make it snarl. That is what I was after, is a Displacer Beast snarl. And then what we want to do is we take the flap right here. This is the flap. We want it to go down like this. But with the Displacer Beast, it has the ears about here. And it looks like it's snarling. And maybe down like this. And then the Displacer Beast snarling. And it's yellow eyes, by the way. Yellow eyes. And you flatten it like this. And you put the Displacer Beast ears about right here. And you want it snarling, so you want it to yeah, the flap has to be there, and then this part has to be like that. Let's see. Yeah, that's adding the ears helped a little bit because you want it to look like a snarling beast. And I think the ears really helped. What do you think?
Definitely getting the idea.
Yep. Just getting there. This is what a big cat would do, is they would actually bring their and they would bring their foreheads upward like that. So it looks like they're really angry. Really, really angry. So let's see what's going on with what you guys think. So you can see the really, really angry look to it. It has the ears right there. So I have the ears on. Now in here would be where the eyes go, right there and right there. That's where the eyes would go. I love how it's turning out finally. Now let's work on the tentacles. The tentacles is a different story. The tentacles take a while to do because the tentacles is big. It's big. It goes over. It's supposed to be like a, I wouldn't say U shape or a heart shape or anything like that, but I would say it's a very, very big thing that goes over its head like that. Right here. Sorry. It's a big thing that, okay, let's add just a little bit of oil. Just a little. Nothing big. But it'll have like little pink tendrils. Now the pink I don't have, but yeah. And we want it to look like this, and then you bring it in like this, and you bring this down just a tad like that, and it kind of reminds you of a slug when you first start it, because you want it to have that little thing there, and then that goes over their head like that. So about like this, and then you need to have the pink little so that part's one because it moves around and everything. So we could do like a little thing there and a little thing here just to make it very unique. And then you do the same with this side. So we're doing the Displacer Beast. I didn't break my promise. I was going to definitely do the Displacer Beast. It took me a while to figure out where I put the Sculpey. Now that I found it, it's right here. And I think I'm going to put a little reminder where I put my Sculpeys for now on. But this thing right here is about the size. Let me double check the size versus the body. Size is, it needs a little bit more on this. So and it's a tendril, and it has really sharp like teeth. It's not teeth, but it has sharp things on it. So I definitely can make those sharp things with a red look to it. So yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this sharp thing, and then we're going to make the Displacer Beast area of its thing up here goes up like that. I love how the tail looks. At the moment, the tail looks should have been up like that, but oh well. It was supposed to be more of a roundy, but hey, I already fixed the tail the way I did there. I could break the tail off and fix the tail again upward into a little roundy thing. Or I could just leave it like that. Let me see if I can see if they did any other Displacer Beast without the, yeah, like the tail would look like flat. Yeah, there's some that are flat. Might make it with another little extra bit to it, but the tendrils are, yeah. But yeah, it's more flat. So I think I did really well on the tail. So the Displacer Beast, oh, I have it up a little bit on the tail. That one's pretty close to it. It's not in a curl, so that's kind of good. So okay. I'm looking at the ears, and I didn't have the ears right, so I'll fix the ears. But the Displacer Beast is, yeah, okay, that looks good. They have the Displacer Beast with the 8 legs. No, it's 6 legs normally. I'm just trying to get an idea how they have the Displacer Beast, because that will help me in what I'm making. A lot of these have like the ears are like bat ears. I'm not sure if the Displacer Beast looks like a bad ear or not. But I do know that this part right here and this part right here, it's in a oval, and then it has like a little roundy, you know, how it's like roundy and wavy, but it's definitely roundy. And there's a lot, and I mean a lot of and I want the right amount of proportion for the area. Now my Displacer Beast has his tail like this. I was still learning a little bit about the Displacer Beast. I'm finding out that the Displacer Beast sometimes has its tail flat with a round thing. There's one that has it where he's bent forward to attack. Yeah, I think I did right by the facial features. So yeah, I'm very happy with that. And this is for the Displacer Beast part right there. That will go on to the thing. So we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to make it nice and flat like that. And then on the underside, we're going to put like a pink color right there. And then after that, we are going to put some teeth on it. Well, sharp, pointy things. So, overall, I'm quite happy with what I made here. That looks amazing right there. I want the Displacer Beast to really shine through. It took me a while for the face. I wanted that really scrunched in look. You know how you are so frustrated and angry and you have that little snarl. What's after that snarl? So what I'm going to do is this part and this part goes like this, as you can see. Then I flatten it out a little bit. And then you flatten it out more. Bring this out like this. Bring this out into like a little bit of a twirl. And then this part right here. So the Displacer Beast has a sharp bit there and underside. So you want it to be pretty about the same size, which it is. And then you want it rounded a little bit right in here. So the Displacer Beast will have it like this, where it's, you know, lifted. Ooh, lifted. So that's the Displacer Beast little thing that will go over its head like that. And that one will go over its head like that. Just make sure it looks close to that Displacer Beast setup. And you want it as close to the same on both sides. So you check the roundy bit, make sure it's nice and flat. And this part right here goes like that. Pretty even. Pretty even. So I'm pretty pleased with that. Okay. So we got the Displacer Beast thing there. Now, we got to find my... no! Really? Thank you. So... sorry, guys. my business cards decided to fall all over the floor. I'm working on trying to get this Displacer piece out of control. Okay, so we have this thing right here. It's about the length I need, as you can tell. See, right here. It's about the length I need. And we aim it like this. And you want it to be like that and maybe a little bit kind of like that and then over like that or something like that. And then you put this one right in here to hold it in place. And you want that part to be over the head like that. Do you see what I'm talking about right there? You want the Displacer piece to have it like that. And then this part right here would be right here. Now this would be, I want the roundy thing right there. But it gives you an idea of what the Displacer piece will look like. Do you like it? Do you like the idea of it? So first things first, let's work on the Displacer piece part. So the head's done for now until I want to work on more of it. I need to take that off. I need to take some of this. And I need to make it nice and soft because I'm going to be making it into wormy dilly. So right now I'm going to do this and add just a hint, not a major amount, just a hint of castor oil. I don't use a whole lot, just a little hint. You don't want a whole lot. You just put like about that much on your finger and then you start swishing it, swishing it, swishing it until you know it's all set up. And if you have hair in it, make certain you don't have hair in it when you're working on your piece. And then you just strengthen it. Do this, do this, do this. We're almost done with the Displacer piece of the tiny one. Then I can work on the big one once I figure out how I want to do it. But the Displacer piece of the tiny one is almost done. Well, not fully done. Still needs its teeth. Still needs its fangs. But at least I know that it's the Displacer beast will be worked on. I like working with clay, but you have to really work it out. So I do just a hint of castor oil and mix it in so it's mixed in nice and firm, and you can do that. Take that and grab that and do this. So I'm working on the Displacer beast at the moment. I might make another Displacer beast later on. Now that I've seen how the tail's supposed to go, I have to change the tail next time. But I didn't know how the tail went originally, so yeah. But I still had to put the claws on it. I still had to put, all that stuff on it. I still have to do that. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting setup. So we are almost done with fixing this part up right here. Now we're going to go and roll it. Really nice and thin. No. We want it to go over this thing right here. I try not to have any major bends in it. I want it to be as flat as possible before I go and make the displacer beast part. So what I'm going to do is, because it is that way, I'll just wrap it around like that, and then I'll roll it in the other way. Nope, you're not letting go of that. Now, let's see if I can roll it. Oh, much better. I can roll it on this. That's good. Yeah, it's getting there. So we right now are rolling this downward and over and up and over and over. And we take this and bring it down just a tad. And we keep rolling it just a little bit more because we want it to take the... Oh, it's starting to not work. Okay, now we have to do the same with this because it's kind of hard. And when it's hard, you have to kind of soften it with a little bit of oil. And you want it to get really nice and soft in your hands. It's not easy. I'll tell you that now. You have to soften it. I think the black clay Sculpey is a little tougher than the normal clay. So I will work on this a little bit. And I'll pull this back a little bit, and then I'll grab it there. And then I'll fix it. Yeah. So right now I am fixing the clay sculpture. And we are working on the top part of it. After I'm done with this one, I will say I'm done for today. I'll probably work on the other part offline. Okay. So you take this right here, you wrap it around, wrap it around, wrap it around, wrap it around. That way you don't have to keep trying to make it into that. And then you lightly just go like this, and it will have that lovely texture of the Displacer beast. You want it to look like the Displacer beast with no background. Okay, that needs to be up a little more. Okay, so this is the Displacer Beast. Now we have this little thing right here. This part right here, we'll take this in. You want to kind of roll it so it's not. And then you want to take this part right here and you want to push it in, and that holds it in place. You want to bend this over like about there, bring it down like there, and then you want to put this part right here over that part, and you want to blend it in. You want to blend this part in because that's going to be part of the Displacer Beast. And there's the first part of the Displacer Beast. Now what you want to do here is you want to take and aim some more black around the shoulder area, because it's coming from the shoulder area. And you want to take your thing here and you want to nicely take that little piece there. And what you want to do here is wrap this around the Displacer Beast shoulder so as it was never taken off, as if it was never so what you want to do is you want to bring the Displacer Beast thing here, wrap it around, and it stays right there. And you want to do this little part right here, a little wormy dilly around the edge of it. And you want to wrap this around right here, around that right there. And then you want to bring this down to hold it in place. And that holds it in place, the Displacer Beast. And then you have your Displacer Beast creature right here. And you take a little bit of this right here, a little bit of the black, and you set it up here just a tad, and then you rub it over this a little bit just so it's nice and flat. Next time it just stays in place. You don't want it to look wrong. Take a little bit of this, just a little, not a whole lot, and rub it around this just a tad, just to get it nice and flattened, because you want it to kind of look like the Displacer piece. Like I said, the Displacer piece has this tentacle right here. Now that we got the tentacle all done right here, we will.
We're gonna do some shopping.
Okay,
Yeah.
Dad. We will put this little thing right here on the very bottom part of it, because it doesn't have red on it yet, but it will, but it doesn't right now. And we're trying to hide this part. You don't want the wire to show through. So you want to get that wire hidden. And then you will build up with a gorgeous little So right now I'm just finishing up this part of the tentacle. We still have the ears to work on. But I want the tentacle part to show up first. This is the tentacle. This is the tentacle of the Displacer beast. As you can tell, it's pretty good, I think. That's the first start of the tentacle of the Displacer beast. Yeah, it looks pretty close to what we want the Displacer beast to look like. It has to be all entered in where it has no say. There, I think that looks good. And you want that tentacle to come out a little bit like this. Yeah, I think that looks good. And that right there is the displacer beast, one part of the thing that goes to the displacer beast. It's not done. It takes time to make this to look right in my mind. And you have to use some more black. And this is where it gets really technical in my mind, because I have to make certain it looks good in every area of my displacer base. Like, it cannot have a piece of clay out of proportion, if that makes sense. So you want to kind of flatten it out a little bit right in the areas that you know it's not coming out right. And you just flatten it out. Flatten it out, because it needs to, like, it looks like it needs to be part of the displacer beast, and you want it to look like it's part of it. Flatten this part out. Use any tools you have, flatten it out. You want it to look good. This is where you're blending your clay against the norm. Use your finger. Don't be too rough, because then you'll show the wire through, and you don't want the wire to show through. So use your clay, use your hands. Just lightly rub it. Check on every avenue. You want it to look smooth. Smooth as all get out. Smooth it out. That's what the oil's for you. Smooth it out with your finger. You smooth this out just a little bit more. And you make certain it doesn't affect any of your other parts of your critter that you just made. Make certain this part looks good. You want it up like that. And that's the first part of the displacer beast. Jeff? Not done.
You got a tentacle in place. Cool.
One tentacle done.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I saw you working on the face before, so that's good.
Yeah, the face was being a little bit picky for some odd reason. But I will be putting like pink on the tentacle, because it has pink first, and then, so I was thinking that like that and out like that. And it does look like a displacer beast tentacle. And keep it nice and flat. It's supposed to be all rounded, and sometimes it just doesn't want to do it. So you just slightly rub it in to make it as close to rounded as possible. Some of it is flattened, so you bring this up just a tad to bring up the flattened into a round tentacle area. And this one, you want to not have anything happen to that. The tentacle is right here. That's the tentacle. I did get one tentacle done. of the Displacer Beast. I think I did fairly well. Am I happy with it? 100%? No. No. This is the other tentacle that will be right over here on this part right there. And it'll be out like that. So we wanted that out like that and that out like that. And that's the tentacle. But you have to kind of put a little bit of oil in your clay to soften it, because it won't soften any other way. You can soften it with your own hands, but it takes forever. But I am done for today. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please ring the bell so you know when I upload another video. And last but not least, please comment. I am working hard on projects that like this is a D&D project, so I'm working hard on this. It's not because someone asked me to. My husband said, well, if you want to make something D&D, do a Displacer Beast, because right now that movie's out. So I'm like, why not? I can do the Displacer Beast. I can't make resin injected stuff, so I can make a Displacer Beast by hand. My artistic area. I think I'm doing fairly well. I have to figure out how I want to do the ears, and then I have to get like pink. So I have to get white with some pink added into it. So that's going to be fun. But yeah. So if you like my video, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please ring the bell so you know when I upload another video. And last but not least, please comment. Many blessings and shalom, everyone. Bye for now.